Well, actually, I think. Oh, I thought I pressed the wrong button then. I think it's actually quite. I think top hats actually lower the sanity of your. No, it doesn't lower the sanity. It raises your sanity more than a garland would. So it's not a sudden boost or anything, but it's like a constant buff. It either prevents your sanity from going down or it raises it constantly throughout the day. I can't remember. You can also get a Dapper Vest which does the same thing. I'm trying to think. Because I know there's an underground stage and there's so much I want to see about this game because I haven't had the chance to actually show Carl too much of it. I know there's the underground bit which is insane. I think that's where the bunnymen are. You've got obviously the giants in the realm of giants. You've got... Well, I don't think we've ever actually survived winter. We got very close once. In spring, the beefaloes go aggro, so that's going to be a fun one. Like literally the moment we survive winter, we're going to have to run away from our home. Pretty much, because it's going to be like overrun by butthurt beefalo. And I don't know if there's a way that we can like build a wall around ourselves to prevent that from happening. I've never really built walls because they're really quite expensive resource-wise for what you get from them. So if any of you know in the comments whether or not that's actually worthwhile, if you can say, then that'll actually help quite a lot. Sorry, I am trying to get used to this microphone and I have to sit quite close, as I said, to get decent audio from it. And it's quite, in a way, it's nice to do post-commentary because then I can just talk about crap, but it's not as good as just normal video or recording while you're going. Yeah, I think there's actually music, like lyrics in this one. I don't know, but yeah, all of this music is royalty free, like I said. Okay, sorry about that. Family came along. That's all dealt with, and back we get to, where was I? Yeah, like I said, all this music is royalty free, so I'm going to try and add the artists in there, even though it's royalty free, but still, it's really good music, and might as well share it around. Get the name out there, because it's just polite. I'd like people to do the same for me if I ever did it. And if they have a donation page, I might actually like donate a little bit, because as someone who used to perform in a band, I know that the worst thing about performing is the owner of the area will always go, "Oh, you're doing it for the exposure, right?" No, you're not doing it for the exposure. You want a paycheck so that you can actually buy food and survive. But no, a lot of places when you're first starting off won't actually pay you. They'll just say, "Oh, you can do it and you get your name out there and everything," but you don't want your name out there. You want a couple of quid so that you can go and actually enjoy yourself a little bit, rather than going there just for the sake of getting a name, because that's not going to help anything. And if you do that too much, people start taking granted and you just never get paid. So it's a kind of a mixture of wanting to get your name out there, yes, but you want a little bit of money and actually making it useful. I think this mic is actually quite good quality. It's actually because it's actually a singing microphone, so that's why I'm having to sit quite close to it. I don't think this one was ever actually used on stage though. Huh. I don't think so. But yeah. Trying to think about what else I can talk about, really. I know there's the 4 giants that I know of. There's like the Moose Goose, which comes in either autumn or no. The Moose Goose comes in spring. The Dragonfly comes in summer. the badger is like a beaver. No, it's like a badger and a bear. Comes in autumn, and the what is it? The deer clops. It's like a yeah, Cal got 2 skirts, which just shows that he's actually a real little woman. So he just kept a skirt on. I think I managed to get, I got some gloves and some and a lumberjack shirt. I really quite like the lumberjack shirt. I'm not sure if I prefer it to his normal waistcoat, but I do like it. It's definitely got a good. I think it looks good on him. So yeah, I think it's quite cool how they've done it. Like they've added new costumes, because especially seeing as a multiplayer game, that means that more than one person can play Wilson, for example. More people can play Wilson, for example, and you'd still be able to tell one from the other just by looking at them, as opposed to the usual everyone wanting to be different characters. If you both work well as Wilson, you can both be Wilson, just a different looking Wilson. I don't know if you can change your hair though, and I don't think I'd want to. I quite like Wilson's hair. But yeah, I know each character has its own little perks. Woody, for example, has an unlimited wood axe, but he's a little bit mad, so I think his sanity goes down a little bit faster, but his and of course he can become a werebeaver if he chops too many trees, so you got to be careful about that. But it's not a I think Wilson's like one of the most balanced ones. He doesn't get a huge boost, but he doesn't get a huge debuff as well. It's I think his main thing is he grows a big beard, which can actually keep you a lot warmer than you need to be. Like you could survive just running around for ages if you had like the fully grown beard. But I think the bigger your beard grows, the quicker your sanity drains. I don't know why, but I think that's a thing. So yeah, you can. It's one way to keep yourself warm in the winter. But then there's Wolfgang, who, when his hunger is full, he is like twice as strong as any other character in the game. But his hunger will dip a lot. So it's like you can trade off quite a lot of food, or a sudden boost of strength and speed, or you can drain it and protect yourself that way. Or you've got the robot WX78, I think it is, who he starts off like one of the lowest stats, I think, but you can constantly upgrade him if you get gears, which is good. But gears can be quite hard to get hold of, I think. That's one thing we need for the fridge, and I think the best way to get those gears is to dig up those graves to the north or the west, either one. So when we record, that's probably going to be the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go dig up some graves, which can either be a very good or a very, very, very bad idea, because the stuff you can get from graves is very good, but you can also get attacked by it's also, they can be traps, there can be ghosts in them, for example. But you can also get gears, gold, loads of stuff. So it's kind of a trade-off. It's kind of one of those luck situations. It's kind of like shaking the trees in Animal Crossing. Yeah, you can get a lot of money, but there's always going to be that one tree that will get you bees. I hate bees. I don't mind bees in real life because they're actually really useful, but in any video game ever, the bee is a bastard. There's no other word. Bees are, well, not as bad as wasps. Wasps are like the bee equivalent of just the biggest dick in the universe. They don't produce anything, they're just there to... I don't actually know what wasps do. They don't like produce honey, they don't pollinate things. I think they just kill stuff. Like kill bugs. I'll have to look up on that. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, like, they're not really that useful. But yeah, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm trying to make the base as foolproof as possible. So I'm going to try and get some sticks, I'm going to try and get some grass, and I'm just going to try and make it so that we hopefully don't need to leave our base during winter, or at least if we do, we don't need to leave it much. So it's just a matter of trying to get as much supplies to our base as physically possible, like wood. We've already got like pretty much a full wood chest, so hopefully we're going to be okay for, if not all, a lot of the winter. But a lot of the winter is nighttime, so there's not going to be much we can do. It's just going to be a matter of trying not to die and starve to death and freeze to death. So there's going to be a lot of panicking. Also, there's some new mobs that come out in winter, which could be fun. I also want to try and make myself a little bit more combat ready, but I've never really got into the proper combat of this game. I know the spear, but I've never really known actual useful stuff. Like you can make a blow dart. I think in a previous game I got a fire wand, which was really useful. But never really got the chance to use it, if I remember correctly. I never got the chance to use it properly. And there's just me failing at fixing my stuff. Yay. But yeah, that's like the name of the game. The name of the game is just self-sufficient. You don't need to explore that much, and you want to try and make everything. It's like what people say, you're supposed to want to live here, so don't just use up all of the stuff immediately. This is like your home. You've got to make everything last for as long as you can. Also, another game I've been playing is the old Rune Factory Frontier. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I quite enjoy it. It's nice and relaxed. It's a game I like to play when I'm not needing to do anything too busy, which is always good, which means I don't have to do much. But yeah, wood-wise I think we are set. There's no way we're going to go through as much wood as that we've got each day. Like I said, I've got 34 pine cones down there, I think it is. There's no chance you're going through 34 pine cones, or 34 trees worth of pine cones, because I think it takes 4 days to grow a tree. And I think you get roughly, roughly 3 bits of wood per tree, so you think about what, 102 logs in 4 days. That's not happening. For example, Carl's probably burnt that too much and he's only put like 4 or 5 logs on it. But I don't know if fires burn out faster in the winter. So I've never really played in winter very much. I've never really survived in winter very much. But I think we are actually coming up to the end. That wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was. Probably got about another minute and then yeah. But yeah, winter is something that is worrying me on this game. I'm not looking forward to winter at all. Just because anyone who's played this game, or any survival game, is winter is the big bad one. Winter is the time that you need to buckle down and you need to have prepared for winter. If anyone's a fan of survival games, I'd recommend Unreal World as well. There's another one as well. If you like roguelikes, I'd recommend Rogue Survivor. No, not Rogue Survivor. Quickly before we end. Cataclysm Duck Days Ahead. I might do something on that as well. But anyway, this is enough for us. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye, everyone.